we have another car.
That's a bolt.
I repeat, we have identified the car. Today we are in Rome, New York, looking for Mark Seelman and Douglas Goodwin, 16 and 18 years old, who went missing back in June 7th of 1990. Before we get into this episode, if you have never seen anything that we do, we are underwater sonar search and recovery team. We also dive. We travel the U.S. working cold cases, looking for missing loved ones.
And we find out about these cases from you, the viewers. So please, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, like, leave a comment. After all, this is how we're able to do what we're able to do.
We're going to bring you into our world today as to how we investigate these cases, and hopefully we're going to be able to solve this one. This is one episode you're not going to want to miss. We're going to get down to the water right now.
Yeah. If you check them, but it's so quick, it's not organic.
Starting today's investigation at the Poolsbrook River, Mill Street Bridge. This boat ramp actually was not here back in 1990, but right next to the Mill Street Bridge, there's an old boat ramp. And we received some information from a local, Russ Christensen, who is a viewer of ours, that reached out that says, you know what, these two boys need to be found. Supposedly, they were last seen leaving DJ's bar in a green vehicle.
At the time when these two young boys went missing, there wasn't a lot of information for the state police to go off of. They only knew that they were last seen getting into a green vehicle. They didn't have a make or a model, and 31 years later, we're looking for a green vehicle.
So I think that with today's investigation, we're going to start where that old boat ramp is at, which is now closed. There's also the road that goes along Poolsbrook River here, and we have another boat ramp on the other side. Really, we just need to put in one spot here, search the entire river, and any vehicle we find, we're going to dive on it, and fingers crossed, it's a green vehicle and the one we're looking for today. Welcome to Rome, the Copper City. This right here used to be the old road that came in. Before we get started too far into the day, if you've never been with us before, we just want to give you a quick sonar overview so you understand what it is that we are looking at today. With this one over here, this is our Garmin 8612. This one is our live scope, so anything that's happening, you see happening in real time. It's set to auto, and with that, you'll see it adjust up and down as we get into greater depths or shallower. We're currently running at 10 feet, and you can see the little grid lines here to help you see anything black is water column. Over here, this one is our Hummingbird. This is the Solex 12. This one is more of a picture in time. So while we're happening live over here, this is a picture in time. It's recorded anything that we just went over, and you'll be able to scan back and actually, re-look at it. You can zoom in and check anything out that we want to check out. This one, the down imaging, same thing. You have your little grid lines here with your depth over here. Those will match. Over here, side scan, we're casting 75 feet to the left, 75 feet to the right is what we like to cast to. With this one, we have the boat heading, and again, anything black is water column. between those three, we're able to really pinpoint anything that we see in here. Really helps us out in locating vehicles underwater. Really stays this entire stretch.
What is that?
I think it's just foam.
Is that a big teddy bear?
Oh, there is a teddy bear in the water here.
Oh.
That's kind of sad. Somebody's entire teddy bear ended up in the river.
This is a big bear.
Oh, that scared the frick out of me. That it just
moved.
All right, so grab this teddy bear. The strange thing about this is that in the past we've had signs. We've had like balloons. We've had certain drone crashes that have taken place. What if this is a sign, Doug, that we're like nearby in the area right now?
I don't know.
I would say maybe if we're looking for somebody younger, like a 7 or 8 year old that happened to be in the vehicle with mom or something, then I would say yeah. But I think this is just a random teddy bear that ended up in the river. We can't leave it here. There's some kid's looking for it, but he's never going to get it back. But let's just throw it in the boat so we can just clean up the river a little bit. I will say that's my first teddy bear, though, I found in the river. Water. I swear I got a car. Yep, I think so. Is that a car? I don't know. Let's go take a look. Let's drop a magnet on it. See if it's metal. It's gonna be buried. It is 11 feet long.
Long enough to be a car.
Yeah, again, we don't even know what kind of car we're looking for.
Right. It's only 10 feet down.
All right, so here we go. Let me take you this way. Coming up to it right now. You should be on it right now.
I feel it. I'm bouncing all over it.
I mean, you're gonna have so much silt and mud build up on that. I don't know if your magnet's gonna even stick to it. Right now, you only have like 2 feet of it sticking up out of the water.
I'm going off the side. I'm not on it now. It's like right here. So when the magnet drops, it does drop an additional like 2 feet.
All right. I wasn't recording any of that.
All right. So.
All right, so you're right over the top of it now.
I'm getting a funny stick, like it's semi-magnetic, maybe because it's just so old. Not a normal just slide.
Well, I mean, you're going to be dealing with 30 plus
see, I'm
year old.
pulling it up.
Paul, let me get you
and
over
it's
the
like
top of it.
kind of holding itself. Oh, I'm on it.
Okay.
Not anymore.
So I'm right over the top of it right now. You're right over the top of it. You're bouncing right in the front of it, and now you should be hitting.
Yeah, I'm on it.
You're
now.
dragging right up over the front bumper. You're dealing with like 11 feet of length. Well, let's do this also. Let me run. Pull your magnet up. Let me just go with this sideways, and then let's kind of like go around it.
It's a particle, which we know they're going to attach themselves.
That's why you're not attaching to the vehicle. You got the zebra muscles all over it. Oh yeah. Look, we got windows on it.
Here's a bolt. There's a freaking bolt, and that looked like green paint that I had.
I think this might be the car we're looking for.
That so looks like a car,
yeah.
And we know it's metal. Like look at that. That's a bolt.
Yep.
When I did break it apart, that one of those layers looked like it was green.
Do you want to try bouncing again? And
Yeah.
see if you can pull something else up?
Yeah.
All right, you want me to take you over it?
Yeah. Can you see my magnet?
Yep, I can see your magnet.
And look, I think there's a hairpin turn right here too.
You don't need a hairpin.
Or a straight on street.
Yeah.
They just couldn't make this turn, caught it too much, caught that edge and came right in.
Yeah,
young boys,
16, 18-year-old.
left the bar, maybe out here on the back roads.
Well, that's the thing too. There was also mention that they may have been intoxicated leaving the bar. Yeah, you're right over the top of it. You should be bouncing all over it now.
Yeah, I feel it. And I'm like I said, I'm getting a funny pull on this line. Like it wants to stick. It's just not enough.
We have those. I mean, you have the muscles all over it.
Yeah.
All right. You want to run the line to shore? Underwater, or we just want to know where it's at? We'll just mark it, and then we can just go out to it. Because there's a boat ramp right here. We can move everything down here. We can suit up.
Or maybe there's a shoulder to the road right here.
No, there's no shoulder. It's like, well, we can go take a look. You don't want to leave a buoy here. Like I've had.
I don't want to leave the buoy here because we can't like hard connect it. We know right where it's at, so I'm gonna pull my line up. And I would say we'll just drop the monster magnet on it just for weight.
Okay.
The weight of the monster magnet will hold it.
Yep.
And I don't want to use the treble hook because the treble hook's just going to rip it apart.
Right.
So we'll just drop the monster magnet. That's 50 pounds. It'll be enough to use as a guide.
All right, let's finish scanning and then we'll go with that plan. So coming back to this 30 years ago, was this a paved road? Was it a dirt road? You have where this red truck just turned right here as well. Did they come flying around here? Squirrel, missed the turn? Or were they coming this? I don't know. I'm thinking if they went off here though, then they would have been coming from this direction.
Yeah.
Just thinking like a 16-year-old going back to my stupid youth days, late at night, showing off, having fun. Plus they were at the bar and they, there's rumors that they may have left intoxicated. Small town. Everybody knew everybody back there. Hey, don't worry about this. Go ahead and have one on me.
Best case scenario is that they're in the vehicle. This is the vehicle.
With the windows up.
With the windows up, or they had seatbelts on.
They're not wearing seats. 1990?
If they were out here racing, one or two of them could have been scared.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I had a buddy that, he really ran his car around. Like, I buckled up every time I was with him.
There's also an element to this as well, a possible third person being with them.
That's right. There is a
possible
rumor about that.
The stories are a little bit mixed up.
We have another car. Right here, we have another car right at this intersection.
That is definitely a vehicle. There's no mistaking that.
Holy crap balls. I thought the other one was it. Now we have two.
I'm feeling better about this now too. I think this definitely increases the odds. And this is a finish down to the boat ramp then. They're both in a mistake area.
Right.
But that one was right off the road.
That one's gonna be a, hey, we missed the turn.
Definitely, hey, we missed a turn, or hey, we might be doing something on purpose.
All right, so we should be coming up right where that opening is at, right on where that tree is at. You're gonna be coming up to it right about now. It's where it's gonna be at. Okay, here we go, right on top of it. Right, and you're hitting it right now. And this one's upside down. Something this old, I hate it when they're upside down.
Yeah, I'm getting that wanting to stick, but this one is definitely a lot more. Like I'm holding on to it magnetically, but if I pull it really hard, it's not locking. This is not a new car.
Yeah,
so,
and
it's metallic.
We don't even need a line for this one. I mean, it's just right there.
Yeah.
And we can swim to it so easy.
1, 2.
It's just that opening there, right there, next to that big bush right there.
Yep. Oh yeah, look at that. Definitely metal. Been down there for decades. Same type of stuff, There is room that we can set up the RV right there and with some cones. And then
we can hit them both from right there.
Hit them both from right there. So I just spoke with a local who walked past with his 2 dogs. He's lived here since 1976. And he said that this guardrail has only been here for 7 years. And before that, and even now, this stretch of road back here on the backside of town is kind of like a drag strip. People come out here to show off, and it's potentially could be what we're working with right here. We have 2 cars, been in the water for a very long time. So much so that they're not even coming up with a full magnetic reach on them. So this could be our targets that we're looking for.
My feeling on this road used to be a lot sharper here. They pushed the dirt out, they created more of a ramp and a barrier back in the day. Then 7 years ago, they were still having problems, so they ended up putting the guardrail up. And so I feel like the city and the county and the local, townsfolk know that there's always been a problem here. So I almost feel as though this vehicle here that's only about 8 to 10 feet out, 8 feet deep, I feel like they already know about that one. But this one, because it's farther up, I feel like this is going to be our unknown. I feel like this is going to be our mystery one. I feel like this is going to be the one that's going to solve the case today. A lot of buildup. Says he's going around the car. Car's unidentifiable. That little thing, that little tire's off of this car?
Yeah, visibility's super low.
Do you know what kind of car it is?
It is so crusted. I can't tell the color. It's really even hard for me to even see a metal.
Right.
It's metal because we see what's attached to it.
Sitting upright or upside down?
I would say that it's sitting upright.
Okay.
Because across the top, I can't dig into anything like suspension components or anything like that. It's buried. It's buried.
Not coming out.
I can't get inside of it either.
Does it have windows?
I can't even tell. I'm gonna go back down.
Okay.
Me not using my fins or just neutral buoyant right around it, like it's like dust. I was going from about a foot of visibility to none.
Right. Yeah, I mean, if you can identify, if there's any windows or like, so when you go across the top of it, like, is the
It's flat. It's flat. It's not what I would say an undercarriage because there's no suspension components whatsoever.
So what I'm saying though is the top of it has not been sandblasted through the years that the top is missing. Like this, so this is a whole vehicle right now, is what we have.
From what I can tell, yes.
Okay. On sonar, it looked like there's only about 2 feet before you hit the river
yes,
bottom.
Definitely. Whatever it is 90% understood. I mean, it's in there good.
Yeah, just spend some more time on it. I mean, we don't have to.
Oh yeah, I got plenty of air.
Yeah. I'll bring the boat out. I'll sit over the top of you, around you. That way, if another boat comes down the road too. Yeah, see what you can do for bringing up crumbles.
I was just counting on that as a last resort.
Do you want a mesh bag?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. A lot of times when you go down on these in murky waters like this, your first time down, you're just kind of getting your bearings as to where you're at, like how deep it is, how buried it is, if you can kind of try to figure out which way it's facing. And then on your second dive, when you go down, it's like the entire picture becomes more of a picture. And so I think they've now identified where the door is at. There he is. Got a bag full of goodies, I can tell. Oh, he's got something big. Were you able to fill inside?
So, I have a window. There's a window still intact, just one window.
All the others are
From what I can blindly feel, the entire top is gone.
okay.
I believe I have some type of liner that I'm pulling on, but other than that,
So the top of the car is gone. It's completely silted in, sticking up roughly 2 feet off the bottom. Yeah, so I mean, there's no way that we're pulling this out.
no, not at all.
I mean, that's green, but is that just an algae green? Or is that an actual green?
What I pulled off with the magnet, when it split open, it was green.
Yeah, I mean, that's green too, but is it an algae green? Or is that an actual green? I mean, to me, that looks green.
Well, I mean, I got plenty of air, so I mean, I can keep trying. Keep gathering
Evidence?
what I can.
Yeah. I think you just pulled a clam here only. Oh no, you have you have a headlight on this one. Again, we don't know what kind of car it is that we're looking for. I mean, do we call law enforcement in?
We're gonna have to have more to go off of.
Yeah. We're still gonna have to report it regardless. But yeah, let's see if we can actually find solid evidence.
So I'm gonna go down and do as best as I can, get as much stuff as I can, and then we'll jet up there to that one. Hopefully I can bring something back up this time that gives us a little bit more. It's
Okay.
just really, really hard.
Hey, Mr. Mike King, Profiling Evil. I have Doug Bishop is in the water right now. We're up in Rome, New York. Are you in front of a computer by chance right now?
I am.
Okay, so we're working this case of the 16 and 18-year-old boys as Mark Seelman and Douglas Goodwin. There's some reports where they may have gotten into another vehicle with somebody leaving a bar, but a potentially green vehicle. We can't find much on this vehicle, but we've identified 2 targets. One's in a really weird spot. I can't tell if this is a iron rust green or if this is an actual green vehicle. Seeing since you're in front of a computer right now and all your detective skills, if we can sneak you in to do a little bit of work real quick, like on the fly in the next 10, 15 minutes.
Sure.
Awesome. Hey, I appreciate it.
So, I'm looking online. I'm not seeing the boys. So how do you spell Seelman?
Seelman. Seelman.
Oh, Seelman is in Sam.
Yes, Sam, yes.
Okay. How can 2 young men disappear? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, and,
So,
and I was all
again, what we're looking for.
So we're trying to find any identifying information on this vehicle. So we found a vehicle. I mean, we're looking at a case that's 31 years old, so we know we're going to be with a car that's completely rusted out, and we're just trying to make out anything off this car. Right now we have a headlight. So if we can find any information as to what kind of car they might have been in.
Yep. Let me do some quick reading, and I'll start sending you texts.
All right, sounds good. Hey, I appreciate it.
In fact, I'll ask the boys if they can all jump on and try to help at the same time.
Awesome, sounds good. Yeah, we haven't been able to find anything, so yeah, I thought maybe you might be able to help us out on it. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
All right, bye. That is Mike King. He's known as an incredible detective. He works with us quite often. He has a YouTube series of his own called Profiling Evil. Wait for a phone call back from him while we're going to do some more of our own Googling research. We just need to identify, like, can we figure out what this headlight is, and does that match the car that we're looking for? Oh, tell me you have a grill. You have a grill? You have a window. Oh, I like that. That's going to get us somewhere. Nice. Do you have anything else? Oh, I like it. I don't know what that is. Whatever it is, I feel like it's good. What is that? You're doing good, Doug. All right, so we now have a window.
I had to dig, so I had to sit down and dig that out. That was completely understood.
Dude, I think you might have the car, Doug. Like, is that off of a Nova or Malibu?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we are in Rome, New York right now, and we need your help. So we need help identifying what window is this will get us closer, and if we can figure out the year. We think that we're looking for a 70s model Chevy Nova or Malibu is what we're hoping to trace this to, but we don't yet know. So we need your help on that one.
Well, I got a new tank now, so I'm gonna go back, see what I can get. There's absolute zero visibility. Everything that I'm touching down there, just breaking apart in my hands. This is a tough one, but it's right in our area where what we're looking for is supposed to be.
So, that is not the vehicle we're looking for. We got Doug back in the water. We're getting a lot of good information and answers from everybody that's on the Facebook Live, as well as our own research. With that part number is really what ended up cluing us in as to exactly what this vehicle is. 100%, without a doubt, we're going to say that this is a 1963 Oldsmobile Starfire. We've identified the window, and the headlight matches as well. So unfortunately, this is not the vehicle that we are looking for. It is not the supposed green Malibu or Nova. We're going to go jump onto the other vehicle now. Once Doug comes up, give him the bad news and go see if we can find some additional good news today. I repeat, we have identified the car. It's a 1963 Oldsmobile Starfire. Good? Okay. All right, well, you want to put eyes on the other one?
Yeah.
All right, you want me to push you over there? Okay. All right, so it's going to be right off of that rubber. You might even be able to touch it with your fin, right there, within a few feet.
All right, I'm gonna turtle the bottom and come out.
If you're not on it, then I think you're too far upstream. Why don't you come up? I'll go get the magnet and I'll mark it for you. I'm gonna go get the magnet. It's right here. All right, I'm back. What do you got?
Tell me you love me because you're about to hate me.
What do you have?
I have a headlight.
That's not a Chevy Nova.
How would
All right, so what kind of car is this one?
I don't know. This one is your worst shape.
Worst shape? What kind of car is it? Can you get a front grille?
Very badly wrecked.
Windows up, windows down?
That was the only window on it.
Okay.
The top's like ripped off. It's the only thing sticking up.
So there's nobody inside?
No. If there is, they're gone or completely buried.
Right. Can you get to the front grille? Can we identify what this one is?
I'll try.
Okay.
I got the center of the steering wheel.
Yo! What is it?
The rest of the license plate is crumbled.
Do we know what kind of steering wheel?
Chevette. I do believe this one as well may be a convertible.
And there were some rumors and some information as far as a vehicle that they may have gotten into leaving the bar, that it might have been a green vehicle. What is the story on that you can help me fill in some pieces? Because we found a vehicle in the river, and we're just trying to tie all this together to see if we may have located where the boys are at.
It was a green Nova.
A green Nova.
Yeah, that's what they thought it was, a smart green Nova.
Okay, and so what we have is we have a Nova that is also similar to an Impala, and we're talking about a 62, 63, and 64 years. That the Nova and the Impala are also very identical to a Bel Air and a Oldsmobile Starfire, and we found a Starfire, a 63 Starfire in the river.
What river?
In the Poolsbrook River Canal there. So we found two vehicles in the river there, and one of them is the 63 Oldsmobile Starfire, which is almost identical to a Chevy Impala and a Nova in the same,
Okay.
for a 63, 64.
Okay.
And it appears, and it's really been beaten up over the years, but it appears as though it may be green in color, but because of the amount of rust and deterioration, it's very difficult for us to tell what the color is.
Okay.
And so what we were looking for was just additional information and confirmation as to what type of vehicle somebody may have witnessed them getting into.
Oh, all right. Yeah, it was a small green car. Somebody said they thought it was a Nova.
Okay. And you said it was green.
Yes.
And do you know if if Mark or Douglas were driving, or there's also another rumor that we've heard as to if there was another gentleman that may have been driving? What do you know on the case on that?
I believe somebody else was driving.
Okay. And do we know if anybody else was ever reported missing in the area?
No.
Okay. Yeah, we're just trying to decide whether we need to go back and, if the Nova is close enough to the Impala is what we're trying to figure out. Like I said, the Starfire that we found is identical to an Impala, and there was a rumor that it was an Impala and not a Nova that they had gotten into.
Yeah. Well, okay, thank you very much for calling.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Mark and Douglas, we still don't know where they're at. They could have been in the 1963 Oldsmobile. They could have been in this Chevette. We were not even able to identify what color it is. That's really the only lead that we kind of sort of have, is that it might have been a green vehicle.
Both of the vehicles that we located here in the river, multiple decades underwater. You know, there's zero visibility down there. Everything that I touch crumbles. We got what we could off the vehicles. Got a lot of good feedback as to what types of vehicles they were. But it fits what we're looking for. And they're in our target area of where we were supposed to be searching. And that's right here.
The two boys, Mark 16 and Douglas 18, they could still be in this river. They could have left state. Nobody knows right now. It's definitely a mystery. If you have not already done so, please be sure to subscribe. And if you have any tips as to any missing loved ones that might be underwater in a vehicle, please be sure to check out adventureswithpurpose.com and email us there. You never know, we might just solve a case that you send our way. That's it for now. We'll see you down the road on the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.